Y'all, it's happening again. I'm a licensed therapist of over 22 years, and I have seen my fair share of collective trauma here in the US. I have seen what people go through due to the amount of school shootings we have, due to the varying recessions we have. But right now, people are depressed, anxious, and they can't afford their bills, their mortgage, their groceries, their anything. People are not able to have a night out, to go on vacation, to decompress. Because here in the US, we don't get a lot of paid time off from jobs the way that other countries do. So, unsurprisingly, our collective mental health is in the toilet. And so many of us saw this coming. And on top of that, people can't afford mental health care.
I just split my groceries 3 different ways in order to pay for them, with a line of people behind me. I wanted to cry so bad walking out of that store. It was so embarrassing. All I want to do is provide for my family and my friends and myself. I want to create a future where I can help other people. And I can't even buy my own groceries right now. I'm so done struggling.
The current state of the economy is kicking my ass. I don't know if I'm the only one, but I feel like my fiance and I just work. We work and work and work and work just to pay bills, just to afford the house we have, to afford groceries, to make sure that everyone is comfortable. And it's a lot. It is a lot. And you guys can say, oh, the economy is great. Y'all, again, I voted for the current president. The economy is not great. I don't care what you're saying. Groceries have gone up exponentially. And I can say specific items because I buy the same specific items when I go to the store. I buy this, that, and the other. And there's no reason for it to be increased, right? Gas. Oh my God. Gas is so unaffordable. And to get to work, you obviously have to buy the gas to get there. And that's affordable. And it's no one's getting raises. No one's getting bonuses. Like, I'm just stressed to the nines, and I don't know if it's just me, but I know 8 years ago when my fiance and I first were dating, we were able to put much more into savings. Life was much more affordable, and mind you, we were making less then. So obviously something isn't working.
I'm not okay. That's just the truth. And I'm scared. I'm really worried for what this month brings. I know I can't keep up this grind of door dashing 13 hours a day to make things work. I'm tired, man. Go out from 6 p.m. to 4 a.m. every day, and then again from 8 o'clock to noon, and I'm not sleeping, I'm not eating, I'm not taking care of myself, but life can't stop. But I also don't know how much more I can take. And I think that's the part that's scaring me the most right now, is I don't know how much more I can physically take. So tired, man. Just tired. I'm so tired.
Every single day, I see a new video of someone coming on here crying because they can't afford groceries, crying because they can't afford gas, sitting here panicking because they don't know how they're going to be able to buy their kids food and clothes. They can't even get.
Hello, brothers and sisters. Welcome back to the channel. There's one thing that I want to say. It might sound so mean, but we all know that this is true. See, the system that once protected white people is now exposing them. See, this is a situation where we saw a group of people having a couple of privileges that right now they're not having. I'm gonna explain. This argument has always been given by critics that I've talked about, social relations, class, and wealth distribution across different groups. And let me just give it a touch of history. when you get to look at the Balkans Rebellion, the Balkans Rebellion happened around, I think, somewhere around 19. I mean, I'm not sure about the current date, but when the Balkans Rebellion happened around 1918 is the Second World War. The Balkans Rebellion happened when we saw a group of white people and black people. Kindly, I'll give the dates on the description when the Balkan Rebellion happened, because I want to derive from that. White people are taught that, we are going to give you privilege against black people, and you will be able to rule against black Americans. And remember, these are a group of people that they used to work with together. And so we are seeing an instance where the system is now favoring white people. They were given a couple of privileges. Let me name them. Black people will always work for them. They are exempted to work. They will receive support that black people are not receiving. And right now, when we get to see things that are happening, we are seeing the privilege that they were getting. It's not there right now. And that's why we see some white people coming complaining that, what you usually call like white privilege is not there. Why is that white privilege? Because it has been taken by the people who gave you. That's one argument that I want to give. So there's a research that I did talking about this topic, and I'm going to be presenting using my tablet. So for much of the 20th century, many white Americans enjoy access to stable manufacturing jobs, affordable housing, strong unions, and expanding economic opportunities. These advantages were not distributed equally across all racial groups, as many black Americans and other minorities faced legal and informal barriers to wealth accumulation. Nevertheless, a large segment of white workers came to view economic security as a normal feature of American life. But today, many feel that the foundations of that security have eroded. Factory closures, wage stagnation, and the decline of organization labor have left communities that once thrived struggling to maintain their standards of living. So, brothers and sisters, I really want us to watch this video, and then I'll be back with my commentary in regards to the research that I did in regards to these. So, brothers and sisters, let's watch the video. I'm gonna be back.
To work, people struggling to the point of they don't want to be here anymore. They're ready to check out. That's how bad it is. The economy is only good for the wealthy. It is absolutely piss poor for anyone else. And you got all these people up in Washington making $200,000 a year, plus all the benefits they get from stock trading, living high on the hog. They don't even have to go to the gas station or the grocery store. They pay people to do that for them. They don't even know what the prices are. They haven't seen what the price of eggs is. They don't know. They just know they can afford it. They don't have to worry about grocery prices or gas prices. They don't ever see a gas pump or a grocery store. They have people to do it for them. That's why they're so disconnected from reality, because they live in a different reality. They live in a reality where everything is just in arm's reach. They don't have to worry about struggle. They have to worry about, can I afford this? They just buy it because we pay for it for them. And they're just going to keep doing it until we're all living in cardboard boxes. And I don't know about you, but I'll fight to the last drop of blood to make sure that don't happen.
I have not seen my wife or kids in 3 days. On Friday, I woke up at 5 a.m. and I worked until 10. They were all asleep. Saturday, woke up at 5 a.m. I worked until 9:30. They were all asleep. I have been working since 5 o'clock. It is now 6 o'clock at night, and I have another 3 hours left to work because I am working around the clock to be able to afford life because it's so damn expensive. And I'm affording life. We're getting by, but I have not seen my family in 3 days. And I got to do the same thing tomorrow. I got to work around the clock because bills are being bills. And y'all might say, oh, the economy is fine. Everybody's surviving. No. Keep telling yourself that little lie. We are all hurting because of one person that is in charge of this country. So yes, we need to make a change. Period. Because we are all drowning except for the rich. This is a 3-day crash out. I don't get political. But I do get political when it affects my finances and when it affects my life. This sucks. I don't even want to hear it.
Bro, and there's just nothing else that you can cut back on, boy. There's no more cutting back on Starbucks, coffees, subscriptions. There's nothing left. I'm out here managing and budgeting using the vending machine. I'm going days where I'm like, bro, I ain't gonna eat for lunch. I'm gonna wait till I get back home. Ain't nothing else left to cut out. It's crazy. I'm making the most money I probably didn't ever make. Ain't no probably. I didn't ever made. Yeah, I don't ever see it. It be gone. The bills be snatching it. I'm not even gonna say we not making enough money. Everything just too high. Ain't no way at 36 an hour, getting close to 40 an hour, you just barely making it. You just be having enough and maybe a couple hundred extra. That's crazy. What is going on?
Can someone explain to me how we're supposed to get ahead in life? Seems like every time I try to have money saved up, something comes up. Whether that be my car, my child needs something, didn't work. I mean, there's always something. My gallbladder needs taken out. Oh man, that's gonna be $2,000 for a CT scan. Why do we even have medical insurance if they don't even pay all of it? Why? It's all about money, money, money. Take, take, take. We need a break, y'all. This is getting old real quick.
I am really tired of this work harder bullshit. Like, how much harder am I supposed to work before I'm actually allowed to live? I'm exhausted, I'm burnt out, I'm tired of waking up every day just to survive another day to still be broke, behind, and drowning. And maybe the problem isn't that I'm just lazy or that I'm weak. Maybe I'm trying to force myself into a lifestyle and a culture that literally does not fit who I am as a person. Because America is go, 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 go. Work, bills, stress, hustle, productivity, and then repeat. And if you're a single mom here, forget it. Because you're expected to do everything alone and still smile and act grateful for the opportunity that you have to be overworked and undersupported. I don't want a luxury life. I don't want designer shit. I don't need to be rich. I just want peace. I want enough energy at the end of the day to enjoy my child. I want to be able to cook dinner without feeling like I'm gonna collapse. And I want a home that's not a physical manifestation of my mental exhaustion. I want community. I want softness. I want family life. I want to exist without feeling like every second of my life has to be optimized or monetized. And honestly, maybe some people are built for this hustle culture. Maybe some people thrive in this environment, but I don't. And I'm tired of pretending like I do. I'm tired of masking. I'm tired of forcing myself to operate like a machine when my body and mind is screaming at me that this pace is not sustainable for you. People keep saying you just have to work harder. Meanwhile, I'm already running on fumes. Like, maybe, no, I don't need to work harder. Maybe I just need a different life. And maybe that means leaving. Maybe that means moving somewhere slower, somewhere more family-oriented, somewhere where people actually know how to live instead of just survive paycheck to paycheck while pretending that this is normal. Because this shit does not feel normal anymore.
There is nothing else to cut. There's nothing left for me to cut. I have cut so much out of my life just to make it. When I say everything is high, gas prices high, I'm filling up my tank every 3 to 4 business days. 3 to 4 business days. Everything is high. Food high. Light bills high. Gas bill high. Gas prices high. Rent is high. The sky is high. I am tired. I make the most money I've ever made in my life. It may not be much to a lot of people, but to me, it's a lot. I could potentially make up, not to put my financial business out there, potentially take home $2,400, depending on how I work. My thing is, I never see the money. I never see it. Where is it? Where did it go? It disappeared. It's in my account and poof, out. Gone. 2 seconds. Out of there. Gone. Like, just gone. I'm not understanding what is going on with this economy. I don't know what's happening, but I am tired of making the cuts. I bring my own lunch to work. I skip meals. I'm going to be a 2T by summer. I'm going to be a 2T by summer. I promise you. I don't know what to do.
We have officially hit the breaking point. So now my question is, what do we do? The breaking point means that everything, as it's been getting more expensive, has now collectively gotten too expensive. So that it's not just people kind of getting behind on things. We're like from the point of no return where like there is no catching up anymore. Nobody can tell me I need to go work 80 hours a week doing something because I'm still getting now outpaced by the price of gas, electric, food. What are we supposed to do? Like this genuine human me to you, like what are we supposed to actually do? Because unfortunately right now, as most people are, they don't own anything. I don't own my car. I don't own the house I live in. I don't own these things. And so if I don't pay for them, I lose them. So if there's so many other people in the same spot, I'm just trying to see like the bigger picture, and I'm trying to like have like a conversation here because obviously like it's very clear that we're in a systematic collapse. But I think like it's what are we now going to do? Because there is no hyper-individualism. I can't sit here and take any hyper-individualistic advice to somehow turn my life around because it's not going to work. The world has now fallen apart so much, at least like the whole system we've lived in. So, I mean, what are we supposed to do? What are we going to do? And I'm just open to hear like all thoughts and whatever else because like ultimately, most people's boomer-ended advice is not going to help anybody, and that era is over. The idea of going and working for somebody else and saying that this now solves my day-to-day livelihood problems are well over. So,
okay, sitting here at my desk, watching, just scrolling through TikTok, and I'm seeing a lot of the age of disclosure videos. And I feel like I want to join the conversation. I pride myself on being fairly honest. If you ask me a question, I'll give you an honest answer. I don't normally volunteer information, and I wear my mask very well, but I'm tired. I am a single mom of 3 boys, with the oldest being in college, a senior in college, and the youngest being 7.5, so a second grader. I'm only telling this for context, not for sympathy, not for excuses, anything like that. I make almost $57,000 a year. And I remember when I got this job, 2 years ago, I was so excited because I never made over $50,000 a year. And in my brain, everything was going to be fixed. I'm finally making some real money. That real money has turned into chump change now. I live in the outskirts of Nashville, Tennessee, because the rent prices in Nashville drove me away. But even now, based on the economy, my rent that I pay for my 2-bedroom under 1,000 square foot apartment is basically the ghetto of my city. I live in the hood of my city, literally. I know you see these nails. These nails are from Shein, however you say it. They're $1.50. I buy my kids' clothes through that using Afterpay, because that's the only way I really can afford to clothe my children that are growing like weeds. I drive a 2010 Lexus that was given to me by my dad and stepmom. That car now needs brakes, but the brakes for that car, because it's a Lexus, cost $1,300. $1,300. I can't afford that, because right now, in order to pay my rent one month, I had to take out a title loan against that car, and I'm still having to pay that back. I live through the benefits that my online bank gives me. So I am taking out my pay loans, which is basically taking money from my check that I'm going to get the next time, or, oh, you qualify for this instant loan. I do that. Everyone's like, why are you single? Why don't you have a boyfriend? I can't afford to go anywhere to meet anybody. So if he's not finding me at my church where I'm serving, he's not finding me at the grocery store because I'm shopping for these kids, I don't know where I'm going to find a man or see a man or have a man approach me. My only indulgence for myself is I get my hair done. Right now it looks a mess. I just took a style down and I need to wash it. But every, 8 weeks, I pay $145 to get my hair done. And even then, that is okay, this week I can get it done. Well, nope, it needs to be done right now, but we're going to have to stretch it for another 2 weeks. Even then, I take my kids to the barber college 30 minutes away in order for me to pay $25 for them to get haircuts instead of paying $65 collectively for them to get haircuts closer to me. It makes no sense. I love my job. I don't want to look for another job because I love my job. It allows me a lot of freedom. It's not stressful, which I've had stressful jobs for so long that I don't want to give this up. But I've also, for the last 2 years, had to work at Target part-time during Christmas to even give my babies a Christmas. And that's working an additional 25 to 30 hours a week on top of my 40 hours a week at my at-home job. My kids hate that because they want me at home. It's something's got to give. Something's got to give. I don't know what's going to give. I'm also tired. I am so tired. I want to take my kids on vacations. I want to take them to the newest kids zone, slide park, trampoline park. I want to be able to do all those things for them. But when I'm trying to figure out and finagle how to keep lights on, which my lights are prepaid. I'm on the prepaid plan. So it's just a matter of keeping so much in my account so they don't turn my lights off. My cell phone bill is paid by my sister because we're all on a plan, and she pays for me and my middle baby, my 14-year-old. She pays for our bill, but she doesn't have any kids, so that's not something she really complains about. But it shouldn't be on her because I should be able to do it. Something's just got to give, and I don't know what's gonna give. I don't know, but it's stupid. All of it is stupid, and quite honestly, I am tired. I pray a lot. And literally my prayer is, God, you gave me these kids. You have to provide for these kids. And he continues to do it. Is it stressful? Absolutely. Am I still stressed? Absolutely. I am still stressed. And it just doesn't make, I don't know. So I don't understand jobs not giving a living wage raise every year when the cost of living goes up every single year. But last year, I think I got a 57-cent raise or something stupid because my supervisor wanted to say that my communication wasn't good. We don't have to talk that much, quite honestly. I don't know. I just thought I'd join the conversation. I haven't even begun to talk about my health care, dental care, vision care for me and these kids. That's a whole nother video, a whole nother one.
So brothers and sisters, welcome back to the channel. I'm hoping that you are doing great from wherever you're watching this video from. You know, one of the most visible changes is the rising cost of living. Let's just talk about it. Everyone is complaining about it. Housing costs have surged in many parts of the country, while wages for many workers have not kept pace with inflation. Families that once could purchase homes, raise children on a single income, and save for retirement increasingly find themselves burdened by debt and financial insecurity. Critics argue that economic systems now reward asset ownership and financial speculation far more than productive labor, leaving ordinary workers feeling abandoned regardless of their race. Get to understand that healthcare is another area frequently cited as evidence of growing dysfunction. Despite spending more on healthcare than most developed nations, many Americans face high insurance premiums, deductibles, and medical bills. Working families can find themselves financially devastated by illness or injury. For those who believe that hard work will guarantee security, the reality that a medical emergency can erase decades of savings contributes to the perception that the system no longer protects them. Higher education has also become a source of the frustration. Previous generations often attended college at a relatively low cost and graduated with manageable debt. Today, many students face enormous financial burdens before entering the workforce. As tuition costs rise and the value of some degrees become less certain, many Americans question whether the pathways to upward mobility that benefited earlier generations still exists. The decline of trust in institutions has further intensified feelings of disillusionment. Confidence in government, media, corporations, and other major institutions has fallen across political lines. Many Americans feel that elites in political and businesses operations operate according to different rules than ordinary citizens. Whether discussing financial bailouts, lobbying influence, or political polarization, critics argue that institutions increasingly serve concentrated wealth and power rather than broader public. Also, to talk about that, let's look at technology. Technology has contributed to both economic opportunity and at the same time instability. While technological innovations has created immense wealth, it has also automated jobs, concentrated market power in a small number of corporations, and reshaped labor markets. Communities dependent on traditional industries often feel left behind. For many workers, economic insecurity is compounded by the sense that decisions affecting their livelihoods are made by distant corporations with little accountability to local communities. Another factor is the growing concentration of wealth. Over recent decades, a significant share of economic gains has flowed to the wealthiest Americans. And critique argues that while productivity and corporate profits have risen, many workers have seen only modest improvements in their standards. The disparity fuels the perception that economic system is functioning as a mechanism for upward distribution rather than shared prosperity. Also, some commentators describe current conditions as exposing contradictions that were previously hidden. They argue that systems built around inequality can appear stable when growth is abundant and benefits are widely shared. Their vulnerabilities that marginalized communities have long faced. So, in this interpretation, some white Americans are encountering forms of insecurity that Black Americans and other disadvantaged groups have historically navigated for generations. And so, you really get to see a dystopian nation happening. But one of the biggest questions, do you think that this is happening to Black people for the first time? So please let me know in the comment section what you think about this. As you know, I'm your host and presenter Agent Stories, but until then, let me see you in my next video. Peace, love, and harmony. Salute.